Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching this Sullivan Isles game. We will Naruto Gaiden chapter 709. Right now Sakura is still in the hands of the enemy. It looks like he's getting ready to fight this Shin guy, even though he says he's no Uchiha he's not. And he seems to have some extra abilities. For example, he has to be able to take metal pieces and magnetize them, and even form them to make a new arm. Like this guy is just chock full of abilities. First there was the Mangekyo abilities, all those Sharingan in his eye, and the ability to bend time and space around an object, the same way Obito can do that. But it's a different story. I mean, Obito's Sharingan was lost when he died, and the only one, and it came back when he was a part of Kakashi. If you guys haven't watched the original manga, then I don't want you to be spoiled by anything. Anyway, you got the team. They're making their way to Sakura, cause Sasuke he still has the power to use his full Rinnegan. Even after all these years, he can still use the Mangekyo in one eye and the Rinnegan with the Tomos in the other. However, it takes a long time, because Sharingan with Mangekyo, especially with extra power, takes a long time. Remember, Shikui Uchiha's power, Tomo Atsukami, it takes a decade at a time to activate unless you have Hashirama's power. And for example, that's how Lamo Danto had Shikui's eye. We see them going in using Sasuke's Susanoo. Sakura, she's seeing her father in the back at the same time thinking about her mother. Like right now she's thinking about what her father says. Like right now, no, it's my fault. No matter you look at it, my wife is it, is it a defenseless woman basically. How does right now she's thinking about the feelings that Sasuke. Like her feelings right now is between Sasuke, hey, herself, her mom, Sakura, and her biological mother, Karin. And she wants to understand why. She wants to understand why. I mean, her glasses are basically Karin. Thank God Naruto's there. Like, basically, Naruto's the voice of reason. And, like, I'm glad that the last chapter, he was the voice of reason. He was reluctant. He was the one that basically calmed Salada down and kept her resolve. And after she said, I have no mommy, and basically, I have no one to trust, it was Naruto that basically picked up her broken pieces and put them back together. I like that he became the voice of reason, even though that means that Naruto has really changed and grown uh, up at all. And after Salada thought about throwing away her life, like, and now she's thinking about that. I mean, think about it. Even though Sakura was technically isn't her biological mother, she didn't throw her away. She didn't toss her to the side. Even though Sasuke left, she was the one that took care of her the most. She's a true parent, in my eyes. Putting up with all the crap over the years. Right around here, Naruto, leave the sensing to you. So Naruto's probably going to use his Jubi Chakra mode, Sage mode. Basically. That kind of underground cavern field. Look like, alright, we're getting to the fight between Sakura and Sheen. Looks like Sakura hasn't lost none of her touch, though. Like, for example, her ordinary strength. Even though it's been years since she fought, she's now a housewife. She still has some of Tsunade to menstruate. For example, she still has the mark on her forehead. And, see. Wow. Interesting. Oh, this dude just got a major damaged. Thought that right arm was going to be permanent, wasn't you? Wow, Sasuke at the last minute, like, just saved Sakura. Amaterasu. Wow. It seems that Sasuke definitely still has some of his same powers. For example, his Amaterasu, in his left eye. He can use the flames. Darling, thank you. You called him darling. Sakura still. You can heal the scrapes behind. It's yourself after all. Yeah. Like right now, Salada, she's seeing them right now. Like them, even though they've been apart for so long, they still care. It looks like they still care about each other. I mean, think about it. Sasuke called Sakura his wife, and just now Sakura called him darling. So that's gotta be something. I mean, and right now Sakura expressions like she sees as expected Sasuke with his or back to full force. You react with. Oh, man. Oh my god, Chocha's complaining that Sasuke is like basically Sasuke's so super cool while he's not my why is he not my dad? Like basically, I like that Chocha's basically become comic relief throughout most of it, but you gotta understand, Choji. Think about it. Choji may be a strong guy, but he's not as strong as Sasuke. And the only one who can beat Sasuke is Naruto, and he's gotten weaker. More Shin clones, Susanoo. I don't know. Like they right now, they're getting into the middle of the fight. It's definitely heating up. Um, like these guys, they're just coming out of nowhere. You like basically like I don't know what the hell this guy is gonna be. Like this guy, all these Sharingan and this freak. I mean, basically, he's like all these guys are like clones. Gekio. What the hell? Did they turn on him? I don't know what is. I'm on Gekio in both eyes. There's something weird about that black eye of his. Why did they all turn on him? What are you doing? Enough, father. How are you? Professor, would disappear. All of you. I'm the original one. Your power. Your eye powers are already weak. From now on, we will need to evolve. That that is the most logical. I Like basically, like the Sheens, the clones, just basically cast a revolt. Damn, there's like a couple hundred of these guys. Battling a couple hundred Uchiha men. And I mean, they're all clones of the original Shin Uchiha. Basically, you got straight ones, skinny ones. Oh, there's even a fat one among them. Like one of these guys looks like anorexic, like he hasn't eaten in days. Like basically, it looks like when these guys were experimenting on the cloning process over and over again. It looked like they had some side effects. Like some of the clones didn't come out perfectly complete. Like they came out different. Like you got one skinny, you got one fat, you even got one that looks a bit normal. Right now, like right now, these guys basically they just want to take over. They don't care that this guy is the original. Basically, they're gonna take this. It's like a revolt. They're taking. We don't need our father anymore. Basically, these guys just basically stab Sheen in and going to kill him. Multi Shadow Clone Jutsu Naruto. Basically, it's gonna be clone against clone. Um, now that Naruto's practically Hokage and basically strong, he's basically the strongest ninja other than Sasuke. Sasuke's probably stronger than him. Like I'll explain that in a minute. And like Naruto can hold his own definitely. And it's one huge giant one. Damn. Sasuke just knocked that dude out with Susanoo. Just one punch, like boom. It's like when you have maybe machine with Choji's expansion jutsu. But this guy got into a mean punch. Like huge one just appeared, but there's a clone too. I'm going to need spare organs. The original Sheen's trying to escape. Oh, and there's that piece of Kaguya. I'll take the girls with me too. I'm like, wow. Like if that thing is really a piece of Kaguya Osuski, the ten tails, that means there's probably some hidden power inside him. I mean, he has to. Like Sasuke, he just warned Salada to watch out. Now, damn, Salada just punched that little thing right in the eye. That is definitely. It's dead just from one punch from Salada. Wow. I expected a little more from that. Over here too. Wow, definitely. Over there too. Like there's like dozens of these guys. Yeah, I can see that these guys better give, better give it another shot, huh? Like basically, wow. This chapter basically is like an all-out fight. Right, and basically, Team 7 just basically went back together, kicked Shin Uchiha's ass and all these clones, while at the same time the clones also revolt. Salada using her Sharingan. I'm glad that we got to see Salada use her Sharingan in battle, the way she's precise. I mean, she uses Uchiha Air, a true Uchiha Air, not a clone or a fake ink like Sheen, basically. This guy is an original. She's an original. And I see her process. Yes. Like basically, she's kicking a whole bunch of ass. Like that's proof that she's not proof that she has the strength and physical capabilities of an Uchiha, being Sasuke's daughter. At the same time as Kaning's daughter, she could have healing powers. Having the same power as the Uzumaki bloodline could give her extraordinary strength. But I think some of that maybe some Sakura skills. I mean, Sakura trained for 3 years under Tsunade, okay, and learning all her techniques from medical ninjutsu to her enhanced strength. That's proof basically that Salada, even though Karin is her mother is her biological mother, Sakura raised her, and Sasuke is her father. Even though he basically walked out, even though it was for the right reasons, he basically abandoned his daughter in a way. You gotta understand how it feels. Anyway, what do you think of this chapter? Yeah, I know this is a live reaction and it was pretty fast, but this chapter felt like the reunion of basically Team Seven again. Basically, once Team Seven came together and assembled, they basically wiped the floor with the enemy and kicked a whole bunch of ass. Yeah, basically, I like that Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto they can still work together, even though even though they haven't done missions together for a long time, they're still in sync. They're still the new three-way deadlock. The snake, the frog, and the slug. Basically, if you guys know what I'm talking about, know what you're talking about. You can. I like that the action, even though the action was basically fast paced, I want to see a little more. I like to see that I see that her parents, even though they've been apart, aren't they still care about each other. I mean, think about it. Sakura called him darling, and Sasuke called him his wife. I'm like, so basically he's he considers Sakura his real wife. That means at some point they really did get married. But there's still the connection to Karin and him being Salada's biological mother. I want to know what in the world is going on. Like, what happened to this? Like, there's still some secret that's still left to be unknown. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. I want to see what happens next, though. Do you? I want to see what happens next. Even though this is a bit shorter than my average live reaction video, and I kind of scrolled through this pretty fast. But the fight was definitely what you expect. Hey, like Team Seven came together, they rescued Sakura, they kicked a whole bunch of ass. But I still want to see a little more. But the thing is, the reason why the manga is a little shorter and was so fast paced, because word recently went out that Naruto Gaiden is going to be out for one volume only. So basically, this is just going to be, I mean, it's not going to have that many chapters to it. It's going to be one volume, so probably less than 20, which makes sense since things are going to be interesting. But I hope at the end of this manga, this volume, we get at least some answers, and some answers, and not to mention the fact that word has already been leaked out that new trailers of Boruto Naruto, or the movie, where has gotten out that even though this is called Naruto, the mostly is about Salada, while the movie is about Boruto. From what I hear, Boruto's gonna be training under Sasuke. Like basically teaching him how can help me beat my dad. But that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed this one. This is Solomon gave my live reaction of Naruto Gaiden episode 9 chapter 709. This was on Naruto. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.